Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Emmerdale Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Emmerdale isn't known for having their storylines peak on Christmas Day, leaving that down to Super Soap Week, and has seen some relatively happy Christmas over the last couple of years. Emmerdale's show producer Laura Shaw recently confirmed that the ITV soap will take a different approach to the Christmas storylines this year. Over the years, the residents of the Dales have seen plenty of joy and celebration in the festive episodes. Laura recently told Express.co.uk and other press, heading up to Christmas, "We've got some exciting plans, but I have definitely been sworn to secrecy on this one. What I can tell you is that, in the last couple of years, we've done a light, fluffier Christmas for Emmerdale, but this one is quite different in tone. A lot of it is edgier for us for Christmas. I can tell you that definitely not every one of our villagers will be sat down eating their turkey with all the trimmings on Christmas Day." Express.co.uk has taken a look back at some of the biggest Christmas storylines over the years and how many people have died or returned from the dead. Dressed in a giant white fur coat, gloves and hat with a veil, she returned to the village with aplomb and sent the viewers into a meltdown. Val was killed off from the soap back in 2015 after being involved in a helicopter explosion and impaled by a shard of glass. Whilst many thought she was gone forever, December 2017 saw her coming back during an episode which was devoted to Robert Sugden's, Ryan Hawley, almost death. She returned as a ghost and saw her showing Robert the error of his ways, which was entertaining and proved that Emmerdale made a huge mistake in killing her off. After being hit by Lawrence White's, John Bow, car, Robert was left fighting for his life in the hospital. But while unconscious, he dreamt that he was at Aaron Dingle's, Danny Miller, funeral, where Val made her entrance and said, "You're going to do yourself an injury if you keep that up." She blamed Robert for causing her death, as the helicopter crash that caused the explosion happened after he argued with Chrissy White, Louise Marwood. Val then joked that Robert fancied her, and added, "I notice you got a lot gayer when I died." The mischief maker then asked Robert if he wanted to see her fly, before admitting she couldn't anyway. Throughout his years, Tom managed to make a lot of enemies, and after forcing his way into Home Farm, displacing Zoe Tate, Leah Bracknell, and attempting to take over the entire village, it is safe to say his murder had been a long time coming. Tom subsequently infuriated all three of his remaining sons for the following reasons: Jimmy King, Nick Miles, because he had constantly favored his brothers over him; Matthew King, Matt Healy, because Tom planned to leave everything to Rosemary Sinclair, Linda Thorso, other than him; and Carl King, Tom Lister, because Tom had sabotaged his relationship with Chaz Dingle, Lucy Pargeter. Tom soon married Rosemary on Christmas Day 2006, but angered her when he revealed that she leaves all of her assets to his three sons rather than Grayson Sinclair, Christopher Villiers. Later on, Tom was struck on the head with an ornament and pushed out of his bedroom window by an unseen assailant. Tom died of a broken neck, and a police investigation was launched into a murder inquiry, with possible suspects including Jimmy, Matthew, Carl, Rosemary, Grayson, Chaz, Bob Hope, Tony Audenshaw, Jamie Hope, Alex Carter, Terry Woods, Billy Hartman, and Len Reynolds, Peter Martin. Unlike many of the exits in Emmerdale around Christmas, Tina Dingle's, Jacqueline Peary, exit in 1996 didn't consist of any explosions, no massive revenge scheme and no dramatic murder plot. She was just a woman making her own decisions. At the beginning of the year, Tina began a relationship with Steve Marchant, Paulo Pasek, leaving Frank Tate, Norman Buller, jealous, and him playing mind games with her. After standing up to him and making up, it was whilst away on this trip that Frank proposed to Tina. However, she turned him down, telling him that she didn't see him as anything more than her boss. Frank struggled to accept Tina's rejection and began pressuring her to change her mind, leading to her taking time off work. Frank's harassment eventually got too much for Tina, and she confided in Mandy Dingle, Lisa Riley, that she'd made some contacts whilst at the conference, and was going to inquire about other work. A few days later, Tina was offered a job in London and told Frank of her intention to leave, but Frank refused to accept Tina's resignation and was soon pressuring her again to accept his proposal. Tina insisted that she wasn't interested and left the village on Christmas Eve 1996, with little being known about what happened to Tina after she left. During Christmas 1998, Zach Dingle, Steve Hallowell, commented that Tina had not even sent the family a Christmas card, and she also failed to return after the birth of her half-sister Belle Dingle, Eden Taylor Draper, or for the funeral of her brother Butch Dingle, Paul Loughran. In 2003, Zach commented to his brother Shadrach Dingle, Matt Sutton, that he didn't even know if Tina still went by her old name, indicating that he had not heard from his eldest daughter in some time. At Christmas 1996, Kim Tate, Claire King, began a relationship with Dave Glover, Ian Kelsey, but was adamant to keep the affair a secret. She trampled Kathy Bates, Melandra Burrows, brother Nick Bates, Cy Chadwick, with her horse when he threatened to expose her. When Frank Tate had another heart attack and was advised to take it easy, Kim encouraged him to sleep with her in the hope of inducing another heart attack. Kim then became pregnant, but wasn't sure who the father was. Frank soon overheard Dave and Biff Fowler, Stuart Wade, discussing the situation. He did have another heart attack and ended up in hospital. He had time to think and decided to pretend not to know about the affair while hiring a private detective to follow Kim and Dave before confronting his wife with the evidence. He also hired scheming Tina as a secretary in Home Farm who used to wind Kim up by wearing her dresses that Frank had bought. He offered her £1 million to dump Dave and name him as the father, and Kim accepted, naming their son James Francis Tate, Alexander Lincoln. However, after bonding with the baby, Kim and Dave resumed their relationship, despite the fact that he was now married to Kathy. They planned to run away together, but a fire broke out at Home Farm and Dave died of injuries sustained while rescuing baby James in hospital on Boxing Day 1996. And in that moment the iconic villain Kim Tate is born, and she's ruled Soapland ever since. For Christmas this year, Charity Dingle, Emma Atkins, Mackenzie Boyd, Lawrence Robb, and Chloe Harris, Jesse Elend, take center stage as Chloe's dad arrives. Dawn Fletcher, Olivia Bromley, and Billy Fletcher, Jay Consul, learned that Dawn was further along with her pregnancy than originally thought. A scan at the hospital revealed that Dawn was 16 weeks pregnant at the time and that their new arrival would make an appearance in time for Christmas. A festive proposal is on the cards with the help of Dancing on Ice legends Jane Torville and Christopher Dean. Christopher commented, "It is amazing being here. We have jumped from watching Emmerdale on TV to being in a scene. From the screen to the scene. I'm loving it." Jane added, "I can't wait to watch the episode that we are going to be in. It will be surreal sitting at home watching it." Caleb Milligan, William Ash, and Tracy Robinson, Amy Walsh, are finally caught out by an unlikely resident. Patty Dingle, Dominic Brunt, is set to have a happy Christmas after her was at rock bottom in last year's Christmas episodes, facing bitter tensions with Chaz after their marriage breakup. The village vet can expect a happier festive season now that he has reunited with his ex-wife Mandy.